Episode 53. Thank you all for listening to episode 52, Cocky, a Folger story. I'm Gary here with my co-hosts,
Bear
and
Brandon.
Welcome again to the pod room.
Did you say welcome or welcome?
Welcome.
Gotcha. Okay,
Thank you.
Why do you have a cut below your eye? Did you get a fight?
No, I didn't actually.
What does he have
You
below
just
his
saw
eye?
that? Can you see that?
Yeah. I was going to ask you about your nose. I don't know if that was from all the coke you were snorting, but
No, it's probably it's all the dry skin from how cold it is.
Yeah,
is
dude,
what
it's
it
been
is.
brutal.
I lotion up 5 times a day and it still doesn't help.
now wait a minute.
My face.
Okay. You knew where I was going with that.
My face and my hands. So quick story. At work on Friday, I thought it would be a good idea to catch an aluminum post with my cheek. It is not a good idea to do that. So just word to the wise, don't try to catch that. Use your hands.
I thought about that, and then, I didn't want that on my face, so.
But every time somebody asked, I told them, you should see the other guy. So
Which
There
is
you go.
Which is an aluminum post.
yes, I'm just lucky that it wasn't a black eye and it was on my cheek, so that's good. That's it. That was my story. It was quick.
Well, there you go.
But it would be better if you said, you should see what she looks like.
Yeah, she would be the one hitting me. That would be it. So I'm not Kareem Hunt.
Just don't do an interview.
Damn.
I was watching the news the other day. I saw some guy do an interview. It had nothing to do with the black eye that he had while doing the interview. It was pretty funny.
What?
What?
Huh?
What?
I don't know. This guy did an interview, and all he had was a big black eye.
Okay. What was the interview about then?
I have no idea. I was just focused on this black eye.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering, how the hell did he
I
get
was
that?
interested to see what the interview
Okay.
was.
No, I didn't even care about the
Well,
interview.
thanks to Wes Anderson for Moments of Time. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Thanks to All Wear Clothing, Crandall's Quality Lawn Care. They serve the Toledo and surrounding area, and not.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
I like it. That's a pretty good one.
This thing says Knox Gear, and I wasn't thinking, so that was the first thing I thought of.
I love it.
All right.
That's a good
Thanks
one.
to PNC, Verizon, and Charlie's Dodge. We're going to keep this short on this one. Justin on the Twitter, we'll go to that. Will people forego college to join the likes of the AAF, Alliance of American Football, or XFL to get to the NFL?
No.
No.
No?
No.
Simple?
There's too many.
No.
There's too many good colleges, too many good college coaches to develop you and make you a better player.
No,
and-
what about some of these guys, like Bob Stoops? He was a college coach. You had Steve Spurrier, college coach.
Right, but you're going into that would. I can see it happening, but I really don't, because these kids can get these good. You can go and play for Nick Saban though in college, instead of going to the XFL and playing with already a whole bunch of grown men. And at the end of the day, if you're still a 4-star, 5-star recruit, whatever, you should be half decent. But you go still from high school to then play with grown men. I don't care if it's the XFL or AAF.
Right.
You're still going to get your ass whipped. So you want to go to college and build your skills with these guys. And yes, I do understand that Stoops, and a lot of the coaches in the AAF as well.
Right.
They're great to produce
NFL
talent. They're all
coaches.
NFL coaches. Yeah. They all are they were successful
Now,
NFL
Do
coaches.
you think that money might talk for some of these people?
I could, and I don't. Do they even have rules on that? Do we know?
I don't know. I was wondering about that too. I didn't check into this, and that's something maybe we want to check into for next week.
I
Brandon?
think they thought about it, but
the XFL. I would
Write that
think-
down, Brandon.
The XFL, I think, would be possible. Not
What?
because the AAF they kept saying is they're going to be affiliated with the NFL. They want them to be like a AAA league or a
Right.
developmental league for these guys, not like the CFL, which is in Canada, but something in America that can do that. And by the way,
Yeah.
I know we'll get into that here in a little bit, but you know what? For starting weekend, I thought the games were pretty damn good.
And I
it was
didn't get to see
interesting.
any of them, which was
I
sad.
watched
That's why I was relying
all of
on
them
you
except
guys.
the Orlando game. So we'll get into that when we get there.
we'll get into that. But no, like you were saying, it's a different game, and I don't care what high school you go to. It's different. The game's different from high school to the NFL. There's no way you can adapt.
Well,
And even if you have Bob Stoops as your coach,
Right.
the game is so different and so much faster from going to a high school. I don't care which high school you go to, whether it's in Florida, Ohio, California, Texas,
Vegas, right?
or straight to the NFL. There's just no way.
Well, let me ask you about this then. So, in college, do you think with all these transfers that have happened, you think of Fields, Tate Martell, other Jalen Hurts, many other guys transferring, which Hurts, it'll be interesting to see if he transfers out of Missouri since they're banned for a bowl game. Do you think that this kind of opens up the floodgates since the transfer portal, they're able to just get these waivers immediately? Do you think it opens up the gates for potential free agency in college?
Wait, backtrack. Did you say Hurts or did you say Bryant?
Well, Brian. Well,
Hurts went to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Hurts went to
Kelly
Oklahoma.
Bryant.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Yep,
Thank
Kelly
you for the
Bryant.
correction.
To answer your first question, I think Kelly Bryant will get out of Missouri and he'll get out of there because he committed to them before they knew there was a bowl ban. So they will let them transfer again, no doubt about it. The second, free agency. I mean, the portal is pretty much like free agency. The problem is that they can't do it because not everybody, if they put that out there, then kids are just going to want to transfer all the time if they're not starting. If they're supposedly the 5-star and they should be starting and there's someone else ahead of them, instead of trying to build and sit back and be a redshirt freshman and watch these guys play and then come in the next year and start the next 2 or 3 years, whatever. They're not going to. The problem is that with that, they're not going to be able to transfer all the time like these other ones. Obviously as a Buckeyes fan, I'm happy that Fields got eligibility, but should he have? Probably not. I mean, he just transferred to transfer, and you know what? Beat out Jake Fromm in Georgia if you want. You picked your college, and you have so many years to decide. You have all these teams recruiting. You get to go on all these college visits to pick who you want, and you still have an opportunity. Even when you commit, you can still decommit and sign somewhere else. You have so many opportunities to pick the college you think is right for you, and then once you're there, make the most of it. You pick that school. You picked over, like Fields. You picked over what? Legitimately 10 to 15 schools.
He could have gone anywhere.
He could have went anywhere, but there's probably only like 5 legitimate schools, but 10 to 15, let's say, just for fun, that he picked over and wanted to go to Georgia. And he got beat out by Fromm. So be it.
Well, and that's the thing that I don't understand because Fromm took over for Eason, and Fields wasn't there yet. So it's like he knew that when Eason went, Jacob Eason, that's his name, right? Yeah. He just went to Washington. Right. But, when Fromm, solidified himself, in that starting role, and then they went to the national championship game and they almost won, he's still committed there and he still went there. So,
yeah, I mean, he thought he could beat him out.
Yeah,
we pretty much knew he would.
And Fromm's a freshman too. He was a freshman last year.
Yeah,
2 seasons ago, but whatever.
It'll be interesting. I think Fields is a good back. We'll see how he fits Ryan Day's system.
By the way, I didn't know that he's 6'3". I thought he was 6 foot.
He's literally Dwayne Haskins' size, just bulkier. And he'll run.
Yeah, that doesn't make me.
Dwayne was more the pocket passer, and he would run when he needed to. Fields is going to run.
By the way, did you see what Stephen A. Smith said about Haskins?
Oh God,
he was better as a running quarterback. He was more effective as a runner than a passer.
Who?
Stephen A. Smith said that about Dwayne Haskins.
That doesn't surprise me.
Listen, I don't like the Buckeyes at all, but I like football. And
isn't that ridiculous?
And I saw a bunch of Ohio State games. And Haskins is 10 times better of a passer than he is a runner. Well, I barely saw him run.
That was the point.
What saying back in the day.
Stephen A. Smith is that dumb.
He's
made that comment about a couple quarterbacks this year and not being on the right teams or people not playing. The NBA is his forte, but football isn't, and he's trying to get into it and trying to make a name. But when he talks like that, it's like, how does ESPN pay these guys? And he's getting paid well over 6 figures easily, right? Well over 6 figures. He's getting paid over 6 figures to be just. And this isn't even a bad take. It's just incorrect information. That's all that it is. He's just.
I don't know why he would say that. Why would you say that? Because how many rushing yards did Haskins even have this year?
Probably like 200, maybe.
I never saw him run.
Passing yards.
No, you said 6 figures. This man makes $3 million a year.
Stephen A. Smith does
$7 million.
I almost
7 figures.
Kind of figured that. I didn't think 3. I thought at least 1.
I wouldn't even guess that. I would have said maybe 250.
He's receiving an annual salary of $3.5 and then $1 million also from Sirius XM Radio.
I believe that.
He does have his own talk show, so that makes sense. But that's why ESPN right there is just going downhill.
I don't know. Maybe how do I want to say this? Maybe they like him to be that kind of controversial because, hey, gets people talking.
That's not controversy. That's just stupid.
I know, but hey.
Controversy is...
Not controversy, but you know what I mean.
No, this is controversy. Controversy is Kyler Murray should be drafted over Dwayne Haskins. That's something to get people arguing. That's controversy.
Well, a lot of people are saying that.
Did you hear that
because
rumor,
that's possible.
Did you hear this? I don't know if you heard this rumor, and I have briefly in the NFL talk here, so I'll bring it now because I'm not going to type it in. There is talk... It's kind of going around. We'll see that the Cardinals really are interested in Kyler Murray.
Yeah, Kingsbury said he wanted to draft him first overall.
Yeah, that's just.
But hold on. But I wouldn't be shocked. And then they're saying that Belichick would be interested in a trade for Rosen.
I saw what's his name, Bucky, or whoever the guy on.
He could be a guy like we talked about. It's the system. Like you can get the right guy in the system. It works.
Well, look at Goff. Goff was shit with Jeff Fisher, and then McVay comes in, and he's great. Great, but he's good.
Yeah, he didn't do much in the Super Bowl, but he did what he could.
No, but
and he got him there, and he did good against Dallas. He crushed us.
I saw one of
not really the running backs. Anderson.
Oh yeah, Anderson, CJ the Pillsbury
Goff was
Doughboy
only
Anderson.
like 12 for 19 in that game. He didn't do shit, but he didn't need to do anything.
No, I agree.
No, I saw the one of the 10,000 about the drafts that I saw the Kyler Murray going to the Patriots, but 32. He's not going to last that long. He's not going to be 32. He's going to go top 15, top 10.
I just don't understand why he's playing football. It doesn't make sense.
I know he committed to it 100%.
I don't either. But the whole game's kind of
I know. Man.
The game's kind of transitioning this way because they're comparing him to Russell Wilson, but Russell Wilson is
6 foot.
6 foot.
Also about 25 more pounds heavier and bulkier than he is.
Well, we'll see how it plays out. But let's go into some of these other things. College basketball update. So Tennessee's at 1, Duke's at 2. I heard that Duke overtook them or is going to overtake them.
No. They did. I mean, they beat Virginia again. Duke did. But
amazing comeback last night.
And they came back from 25 last night to beat
23
Louisville.
down,
That was insane.
But it doesn't matter. If Tennessee keeps winning, they're not going to overstep Tennessee. And Tennessee's beating up on somebody today, some no-name.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
And you got Gonzaga at 3, Virginia 4, Kentucky 5, Michigan 6, Nevada, North Carolina, Houston, Marquette.
Hold up. Michigan lost yesterday 79 to what, Bear?
69?
There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Who'd they
that,
lose to? Wisconsin?
Penn State,
No,
one of the worst
team in fucking college basketball.
Yeah.
Well, in the Big Ten.
I forgot. Michigan State beat Wisconsin.
Yep.
Michigan State's at 11. Purdue, Brandon, sneaky pick.
Yeah, they lost last night.
Villanova, Kansas, T-Tech, Louisville, Florida State, Kansas State, LSU, Wisconsin, Iowa, Virginia Tech, Iowa State, Maryland, Buffalo.
Ohio State won a good game against Indiana on Saturday or Sunday.
They did.
Snuck by.
And Ohio State's not in the top 30. So also receiving votes, others. Cincinnati, Auburn, Wofford, Washington. What is that? Lipscomb, TCU, Texas, and Clemson.
Lipscomb, yeah.
Lipscomb got a vote.
Lipscomb or welcome?
Welcome. All right, NBA. Anything happened big in the trade deadline? You want to cover?
No.
Markelle Fultz got traded from, he was the first overall pick, got traded from the 76ers. But nothing I don't think that we covered because we pretty much covered everything that was really important.
Right.
Nothing crazy happened. No big names went anywhere. Davis stayed put, obviously. The Knicks didn't get anybody, but, that's all talk for next year that they're going to get Durant, Kyrie, and Zion if they keep sucking. So
Did you see that the Knicks had their season ticket, picture or whatever for next season? They had somebody who's on the Knicks now, but in the background they had Kevin Durant.
Oh God, the Knicks are such a the Knicks.
In his Golden State jersey, but still they had Kevin Durant.
The Knicks may be one of the worst ran franchises ever, in history. They have to be.
Very possible.
It would be pretty close.
I don't think Kevin Durant's going to. And he went off. He went off last week to the media. Just Kevin Durant being a baby,
he's not staying in Golden State.
No, he's not. But he couldn't even answer a simple question. For him to, and I listened to Colin Cowherd too, and he ripped into Kevin Durant as well, obviously because he's a media guy. But no, I don't see Kevin Durant going to New York. I just don't. I don't know where he'll go, but
I think it's either going to be New York or LA. I don't think he goes anywhere else besides.
Yeah, but I don't think he wants to be with LeBron. Because he wants to be on LeBron's level, and nobody's giving him that respect.
Well, because he won't. He
absolutely.
has to go to New York. That's the only place he's going to earn that because no one's there.
That's why. I don't think he wants to. Everybody's. I've been hearing that too. That he wants to go play with LeBron. That he's going to go play with LA. But he wants to be LeBron. LeBron is. Kevin Durant is good. He's not going to be on that same level, especially if you can't handle the media.
He can't.
It's a simple question where, hey, where do you think you're going to be next year?
He couldn't handle the media. He couldn't win with Russ and Harden. He can win with Curry and Boogie. I'm sorry, not Boogie. He just got there. But he could win with Curry and don't throw the goddamn gummy bears, Brandon. Jesus Christ. He can win with Curry, Clay, and all these guys in Golden State with Steve Kerr, who is a distinguished team who's going to roll through the West, and all he has to beat is LeBron. Great. But he couldn't do anything else, so he's got to go to New York and win. I shouldn't say by himself if they get Kyrie after whatever, but I don't think he can. And I think the New York spotlight would be too much for him. Anyways, let's go through basketball. I'll do this really quick in the East. So the Bucks are up 42-14, still in first place in the East. Toronto 1 game behind them. Then the Pacers, Celtics 6.5 back. And by the way, the Raptors have won 5 in a row, and the Pacers have won 6 in a row. The Pacers, man,
That's shocking.
just out of nowhere.
With Oladipo
Like Randy
out,
Orton,
and they're
out of
winning,
nowhere.
Yeah, and they're winning 6 straight without Oladipo. That's
That's
good for
impressive. It is. And then Boston's right behind them. 76ers are tied with Boston, actually, but they're sitting in the 5th spot. The Nets sitting in the 6th spot, 29-29. Charlotte, and then Detroit snuck into the 8th spot with Miami's loss to Golden State the other night, which they should have won.
them. Yeah, buddy.
Pistons have won 4 in a row. The Heat have lost 3 in a row. The Pistons, which I thought would get rid of anybody. I like that. Nice picture. I really thought the Pistons would have got rid of Drummond or Griffin. Nothing happened.
I'm glad they didn't. I don't like getting rid of big stars like that.
Or at least Reggie Jackson. But
I didn't think they were going to get rid of Reggie Jackson, but that didn't happen because they were, like I said last week, they were talking about Conley coming, and they would have to. I think they were going to be, put Reggie Jackson in that deal, but obviously that didn't happen.
It didn't. Like you said, there was a lot of things, a lot of rumors that didn't happen. This was one of the more boring trade deadlines. The NBA's been pretty good recently. Just a little shout out to the Cavs, 12-45, not in dead last place. The Knicks hold that at 10-46. Good for them. Off to the West, Golden State is in first, 41-15. Actually, a worse record by 1 game than the Bucks. How about that?
Right.
So the Bucks have the best record in the NBA. Sorry, go ahead.
I like it.
Denver 3 games behind them at 38-18. The Thunder have won 4 in a row. Paul George, by the way, has been on absolute fire. And Westbrook. Westbrook has 10 triple-doubles in a row. Paul George is just killing it.
Also, Isaiah
MVP
Thomas
leader right now.
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas comes back tonight for Denver. See how that goes.
Did he bring in the Brinks truck or the Tonka truck?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Okay, Portland sitting in 4th. They just got Yves Cantor, by the way, who is a free agent from the Knicks. He signed with Portland and not the Lakers. The Lakers
even
were
farther away
for
from
that.
Turkey. That's good.
So we're close.
Who did?
Yves Cantor.
Oh, he did?
Yes, he signed with
Actually,
Portland a couple hours ago. I saw.
Interesting.
The Rockets in 5th. Obviously, Harden has had 30 straight 30-point games, which is second all-time behind Wilt Chamberlain. I don't know what Wilt's record is,
Pathetic.
but it's like 60-some. It's a lot more than his. He's got a ways to go.
He'll never win a championship.
The Jazz, especially when you see these stats that he is, he scores 115 points in a row without an assist. That's terrible. It's good, but it's terrible.
They were blowing out somebody with like a minute left, and he was still in the game because he had like 27 points.
He had to hit a 3.
And then he went out with 42 seconds left. It's just bulk. They're not going to win. They're not going to win a championship.
That's all they want to do is it's all stat. It's a stat-driven league. So the Jazz in 6th, Spurs in 7th, very quietly. Kings sitting in 8th. The Clippers are technically tied, but their percentage is a couple percentage points lower than the Kings. And the Lakers are a game and a half out of that 8th spot, followed by the Mavs, Timberwolves, Pelicans, Grizzlies, Suns. The Mavs are going to be good, but I think that's next year. I don't think that's going to be quite this year. And the Suns have lost 14 in a row, just a stat for them.
Jeez.
Beautiful. Well, I'll go into the NHL. So we got Tampa Bay, 88 points, first in the Atlantic. Toronto second with 73, Bruins 72, and Montreal with
69.
correct.
Oh, yes.
Metropolitan Islanders.
Wow. Original 6.
Islanders.
By the way,
Are they
first.
original 6?
Islanders? No, the Rangers are.
Rangers.
Not the Islanders.
Islanders have 72, Cap 60.
9. Hold on, wait a second. Before you get that,
Yep.
finish that thought. I think I heard that this was a couple weeks ago when me and Gene died. I think his son plays for the Islanders.
Mean Jeans?
Yes, I'm pretty sure I
Really?
heard that. I think so. We might have to look that up, but I'm pretty positive I heard that from the podcast that his son does play there.
Hey, Brandon, look that up.
Thanks, Stat Brandon.
Thanks, Stat.
Sure. I only have one thing about NHL, so you proceed.
Columbus,
Proceed.
third place in the Metro with 67. Pittsburgh, 65, only one ahead of Carolina. So, interesting. Columbus said they had a gas leak, so they couldn't get in practice today, by the way.
Nice.
Awesome. In the Western Conference, Central,
I have a gas leak going on right now, too.
I know. You killed us here. Winnipeg, 75. Nashville, 71. Dallas, 63. St. Louis, 61. The Central looks shitty. And then so does Vancouver. So I'm going to go into this. My pick, the San Jose Sharks, winners of 6 in a row, 75 points. That is tied for first in the Western Conference.
Very nice.
And tied for second overall in the league. Calgary was 74, Vegas still there 66, and Vancouver. This is how bad this is. They can get in with 57 points. They're 25, 25, and 7. So if you look at this realistically, they're 25 and 32.
Jesus.
when you look at overtime losses.
Okay, so just to go back to Mean Gene here. You said he played or he used to play?
Either.
I think his son plays for the Islanders.
Well, his son's 54, and he was drafted. He was drafted in 1982 by the New York Islanders. So yes,
So
you
he
were correct
played
on that.
for the Islanders.
Yes, he
I was
played.
close.
He played
he's
one.
54 years old.
He played 1 year.
You can play that old in hockey.
For only the New York Islanders. So, yeah. And he's now currently selling. He's doing advertising. So,
All right, well,
I mean, you were correct. I didn't know that. So that's good. He just wrong time.
okay. Well, he played then for the Islanders, so
All right.
could be worse.
Let's go quickly into.
Oh, hold on. So, my
damn
one
it.
thing. Sorry, I told you I had one thing.
I thought that was it. Oh no, you were stat branded.
No. Nashville lost to the Red Wings 3-2 last night. I didn't know this. Last 10 times that they've played, the Red Wings are 9-1 against the Predators.
Really? Yeah. I would not have guessed that. Christ.
So I like it.
Wow.
You just need to play the Predators 80 times a year.
Exactly.
All right, so MLB, no real signings or updates, but where do you think Machado's going? Think he's going to New York?
Who cares? I have no idea.
I don't think so, but I almost got had on Twitter today. And someone posted Bryce Harper re-signing with the Nats, so you know how people retweet that shit, but you can't see the date. And I was like, oh, shit. I thought he was going to the Giants. And I clicked on it, and it was from, 2014. I was like, motherfuckers.
You delete your tweet?
No, I didn't. I saw it, and I was I was literally had the text ready, and I went and looked at it, and I was just looking at the tweet.
Did you get clickbaited, pretty much?
Someone, I almost got had, but I did not, so I caught myself. But I saw that, and I was like, Jesus, I didn't think he was going to re-sign with the Nats. So, yep, nothing really exciting in the baseball world.
Both of these guys will probably sign, last week of February. So
Yeah, so they don't have to go through
exactly.
the training camp, really. That's what it's going to be.
They'll get their physical, and then they'll do a couple of spring training games, and then they'll be done.
Well, I know the Yankees offered Machado, and I know that Aaron Judge said he'd move over to sign Bryce Harper.
You think they'll really be able to get both of them?
No.
Ugh, Judge can't play center.
No, he would move to left. He
7-foot
left.
guy playing center.
He would play left. He played left a lot last year.
Didn't Harper play center? I thought Harper played center.
Yeah, Harper plays center.
They'd leave that for Aaron. But
Hicks?
Yes. Hicks is going to be their center fielder. He's their best fielder. And then, you've got Gardner's not going to be there. And then
Judge is eventually will be DH.
And then Stanton's the DH right now.
Oh, yeah,
they'll go back and forth. Stanton might go into left or
who's first?
Judge.
Who plays first for the Yankees?
It was Bird, but they just signed. Who the hell did they?
Bird's the word.
Mark Teixeira.
Yes.
Jason
This
Giambi.
was 2009.
All right. See, now you're making me think about
Chuck Knobloch.
Chuck Knobloch was second base.
Yeah, he was.
Nerd.
Scott Brocious. Paul O'Neill.
Third base. Left field.
You're right.
Chuck Knobloch was second base.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying.
Paul O'Neill was left field, and Brocious was third base.
Yep. Bernie Williams was DH.
He played
Brocious was third
center
base
too. It's sad that I know more of those
would it be
lineups.
Voit?
I know, right?
It could be Voit.
Yeah, it is Voit. I was like, wait a minute, they got Voit at the end of the year who filled in for Bird.
Who's the other?
Voit, Luke Voit.
Who plays short right now? Who's that kid?
Gregorius?
No. Who's okay? Maybe he's not short then. Who?
Oh, you're talking about Torres?
Torres.
Glaber?
Third, yeah.
Glaber's second.
Second. Okay,
Yep.
I couldn't remember where he played.
Didi's not starting there, right?
He's hurt. He's going to be out until. That's why they're talking about Machado coming in to play third. But then they got Andujar, who's at third right now, who they're talking about trading if they got Machado. I'm like, dude, keep Andujar.
You don't need
pay
Machado.
No.
Keep the kids.
No, they're starting shortstop. Duh, dumbass me. Tulowitzki's their shortstop.
Troy?
Yeah.
They signed Tulo?
Is he like 38?
A long time ago. They signed him until Didi gets back.
Yeah. That's all.
Well, I saw.
He'll just be a bench player,
I saw Rod Gardner saying that the Tigers are not rebuilding.
He's 34, by the way.
They're reloading. Yeah.
What?
I saw that today.
What?
Yeah, Gardner was like, it was a Facebook story or whatever, and they, I don't know who was the place that put it out, but they're like, yeah, Gardner says the Tigers are not rebuilding; they're looking forward to the World Series.
Wow.
Yeah, I just kept on scrolling.
I mean, hopefully Machado goes to Cleveland because I just saw a potential starting day lineup for them, and holy shit, it is bad. I mean, Lindor's
going to say it's good.
No, Lindor's going to be out until
rid of everybody.
Lindor's out for 8 to 10 weeks, so he won't be ready for the start of the season.
Isn't Encarnacion still there?
No, he's gone. Everyone's pretty much gone. Zimmer's out still for a little bit. He'll be back in center eventually. I mean, besides Jose Ramirez, there's really not much firepower on that offense, and it's scary because the pitching staff is fantastic. The bullpen is but I think they did get rid of Cody Allen, which is nice. I was so happy. But they also got rid of Andrew Miller as well, which I think it was time for them to get rid of him. He's getting old. So I wish last year they would have got Britton. Yankees got Britton, right?
Yeah, they re-signed him.
Yeah, which I wish that Cleveland would have gotten him, but we'll see how that goes.
I think they showed a picture of Tulowitzki's 34, but when he had a picture with Derek Jeter, he always wanted to be a Yankee too. Most of them.
Well, everybody wants to be a Yankee.
Yeah, but Tulowitzki. I don't either. Tulowitzki had a picture with Jeter, was pretty good. But yeah, we don't know what's going to happen right now. The Yankees rotation. You've got Severino, of course. Paxton's going to be in there.
Sabathia got re-signed, right?
Yep.
For one more.
So they'll have Tanaka, him, and then J.A. Happ. So, I mean, Happ being your fifth guy, it's pretty good for your fifth guy to be him. I mean, but they got to stay healthy.
Well, that's what the thing is. Happ is injury prone. He's a 15 and 11 guy, which is those are good numbers for a end of the road pitch. If your fourth or fifth pitcher goes 15 and 11, you're having a good freaking year. That's good.
Well, here's your thing too. All they got to do is pitch 5 innings because you've got Chapman to close, obviously, Betances.
Betances is a monster.
Britton, Chad Green. They got Conley, or is it Conley? Yeah. And then they got that dude from Colorado, Ottavino. They got him too.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's pretty solid. So all they got to do is get to 5, and they're deep. I mean, their bullpen is ridiculous. So Brandon, we're gonna go into the next thing. NASCAR Clash. What happened?
Brandon.
I told you guys I didn't really watch this because
there was a crash. Yeah, Jimmy Johnson caused it, and he won on a rain delay.
Yeah,
done.
Done. Literally, because that's all I know.
Well, that's it. Paul Menard led the whole race. Jimmy Johnson wrecked him off
in the 21.
Jimmy Johnson wrecked him off of a restart, which was a bullshit move. It was clear as day. He will get taken out in the 500. I would guarantee that someone will take him out. I mean, he legitimately took out.
Put that in Brandon's pick. Jimmy Johnson.
And he's wrecked how many? The last 10 or 12 races at Daytona? I think he's wrecked. This is the first one he hasn't, and he still caused one.
Yeah,
it's insane.
I don't know. I mean, all I saw, I did see Hendrick.
The problem
all 4 cars were fast.
Yeah, so Byron is on the pole, and
I did see though.
Who's second? Bowman. So Bowman's second, Byron on the pole. So you're going to have a young starter or a young starting lineup, all Hendrick, and then obviously Chase was third, Jimmy was fourth. So all Hendrick were the first 4. Now they're not going to. They could still be there, but probably won't. And besides the way they ran the,
and then Hemrick is third. They got to have that, but he was qualified.
He was. I think he ended up finished 6th.
Hemrick. He drove for Junior Motorsports last year. He's in the 8 car. He's in the number 8.
He was the pole until Hendrick came out, and then Hendrick overtook him. So he's 5th or 6th right now. The Mustang.
Yeah, he's driving RCR.
The Mustang was fast as hell. It's that Mustang. You're going to be looking at Ford on Sunday. I will guarantee you that. My pick will come out of a Ford car. They were very fast. I didn't like it because, is what they were saying, they were lining up too quick and they were going single file, and I think you're going to see a lot of that on Sunday, so it's going to be a boring race, I think, for a little bit.
Well, they said that from what I saw, my dad was talking about this, they saw that they're trying to change the rules so that you're not getting that single file spaced out.
Well, you can't change the rules and...
Well, it was.
They would just change the car so that you have to
it was
draft.
In the paper. I don't know.
No, yeah, but all they do is change the car and then you have to draft. I mean, it's standard. But.
A lot of people in backup cars. Chase's crew chief got ejected. A couple other crew chiefs got ejected because they failed twice before qualifying.
Now, didn't they make a rule now if you win the race and fail post race, you don't get the win? So what are we going to do about that ourselves? We don't know, so we shouldn't do a deal.
Well, you still
get the win.
Yeah, you still get the win. You just
for them, I think you don't get the win. Us. You're saying us. We get the win.
Us.
Yeah. All right, then
it's not like the second person gets the win.
Well, we know what the Daytona 500 is. It's the Super Bowl in NASCAR this Sunday. Brandon, what do you got? Who are you taking? Remember the rules. You can only pick this person this one time in the next 26 races.
Yeah, Chase.
Okay.
And obviously the duels are tomorrow night. I think 6 and 8, if I'm not mistaken. Duel 1 and 2, I want to say. I'd have to look that up and see.
I think, again, I'm not going to be able to watch that, so.
Why? What are you doing at 6 o'clock on a Thursday night?
Smashing Red Lobster, Valentine's Day. Okay. I'm married, so I got to, take my wife
Wait,
out.
you're married?
What are you doing at 8 o'clock? If you're smashing Red Lobster at 6, you got to be home by 8, unless you're smashing something else.
Proceed.
Smashing that seafood.
So
Proceed.
all right. So anyways, the duels are tomorrow. If I can get home in time, hopefully I can watch the second one. Shit. I don't know, man. It's been stuck in my head all week. I'm gonna go Keselowski. I don't know why. It's just been. He's been rolling through that he's gonna win this week, so that's gonna be my pick.
All right,
Keslow.
and
and I'll be drinking Miller Lite probably on Sunday watching the race.
I'm gonna take a dark horse here, but rookie last year finished second last year in the Daytona 500. Give me Bubba Wallace.
Bubba Watson,
All right.
got it.
And
I haven't heard anything from him lately either. So
he only runs good at these big ass tracks, and he finished second last year. He had the win, man. We thought I was pulling for him, so hopefully he does it this year. He was fastest.
I'm happy Austin Dillon won.
He was fastest in practice over the weekend, but we'll see what happens. So
I mean, it helps too because he's got he wasn't in the clash, so he's still using his car.
So
He's not on a backup car.
Are you guys putting a lineup in for the
DraftKings?
The podcast?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll have these three.
These three.
We'll see what
so,
Jake says.
So, what do you get? 5 or 6?
Six.
You
have to
So
use
who's our other 2?
Hold on, let me pull it up. I'll go ahead and I'll pull them up and get ready here because those are going to be. That's the thing is Bubba won't be expensive, but Keslow and Chase will, so we'll have to go.
Who's in new cars? Did you say Ryan Newman's in 6?
Ryan Newman's in the 6.
Right.
And of course, Truex is in 19.
McMurray is in a new car. I think he's the 40. I want to say he was in whatever car he started with.
Oh,
I don't remember exactly. I was watching. It was really obviously Truex is in the 19, that is so weird.
is
But
it still?
it's odd to see. It is, but you got guys everywhere.
Who's the sponsor?
For who?
Is it still the same sponsor?
Bass
19?
Pro.
Bass Pro's
Bass
at
Pro
19.
still.
Yeah, Bass
Bass
Pro
Pro
not,
stayed with him.
Yeah, and then
Keslow is the favorite.
you know that he went to the 41. Suarez. He's for Stuart Haas now. He's in
that's
the 41.
right. That's right.
Kurt Busch
Kurt
went to
Busch.
the 1
Yeah.
and took Monster with him.
That's right.
All right. Well, Brandon, we only have $7,600 left
For 2 people,
for 3 people. Well, we don't have what's his face. We don't have Jake. So.
we only have 7,600 left.
Well,
What are you playing on,
7,600
FanDuel or-
average. 7,600 average.
Oh, that's not
average.
bad.
That's my
Well,
bad.
let's see what we'll see what he says. Keep that open.
Okay.
Well, I'll
Chris
ask.
Busher.
No,
Why not?
Well, actually, he's a good runner there.
Byron, 68.
Dude, definitely
On
take
the
Byron.
pole at
Oh yeah,
68?
hell yeah,
Okay.
take Byron.
All right, so then
Yeah.
we'll get 2 more. I'll hold this off.
Yep.
We won't tell the rest of them as we go in. That'll
Yep.
be our 4, and they can pick the rest of them.
So PGA, who won that?
So Phil Mickelson won on Monday. The Pebble Beach Pro-Am. There's a lot of bad weather. They had hail on Sunday night.
Brandon, who did I have?
I don't know. Jordan Spieth.
Phil Mickelson.
Phil Mickelson, bitch. Give me a win.
Congratulations.
He picked the guy who's won there 5 times now 6. So
well, there
that's
you
like
go.
that's like picking Tiger at fucking Riviera.
I didn't,
this
but
week.
I'll be straight honest with you. I looked at it and I'm like looking at the averages and I'm like, Phil, I didn't know he won 5 times there. I'm like, oh God. How about real quick? Let's talk about Tony Romo's shot. How insane was that?
off the mat of the tent. That
Yeah.
was absolutely amazing.
Did you see it?
No,
oh, dude, he
almost made it.
put a ball there and he put it right up to the cup, but he had to withdraw because of a funeral for the former Cowboys, I think quarterback
Yeah,
coach
it
or
was
something.
Wade Wilson.
Yeah,
died.
Wade Wilson.
Yeah,
That Wade Wilson. So is he going to come back as Deadpool?
maybe it's not Wade Wilson.
I think Wade Wilson is right.
Maybe it is. I don't remember.
Wilson Wade.
Regardless. So yeah, it was a Monday finish, and it was actually a little bit of controversy because Paul Casey said he couldn't see. And this was on 17, and Phil said, I can see fine, let's play. And they said, no.
Phil was pissed that he had to stay an extra day in Monterey.
I think he was. But Phil shoots a 65 in the final round to end up winning. I mean, just pulled away at the end.
Sucked.
He was playing. Phil Mickelson got a whole bunch of money, no matter where he's at. But it was great. Jason Day finished 4th. Who else did we have? Let's see.
Dustin Johnson for you.
Brandon had Snedeker, and he screwed me because I put all our picks in for frickin' golf. So, Brandon, Snedeker missed the cut. Good job.
Winner.
Not
Chicken Snedeker. Winner, Chicken Mickelson.
I had DJ, who finished 45th, tied with Spieth at 45th. He was 4 under, didn't have a great last couple days. And Jake took Brady Schnell.
Brady Schnell.
I don't even know who the hell that is, and he
28th.
finished 28th. So
I know. He just gave me somebody random.
good for him picking random ass crap. Because
Yeah,
that's
I got to ask
exactly
him
what
about
that
golf,
was.
too.
So this week is the Genesis Open. Tiger is playing this week. It is at Riviera Country Club. He's won here a few times before. He played not so great and finished top 20 the last time he played, so Tiger's going to be a pretty popular pick this week is going to be my guess.
You know who else is playing this week? Fred Couples, 35th appearance.
Yeah, I got that in my damn notes.
Okay, sorry, Brandon. Who else is playing this week?
Fred Couples is playing this week.
What appearance is it for him?
It's his 35th.
Nice.
I don't even have that down. I remember that when I looked it up.
That is great.
Yeah, it's 35th. So
Gary
that's cool.
said it. He literally just
Such
said
a
it.
dick. What, 35th?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Said it.
I was too pissed because I literally have it in my notes. Fred Couples playing this week.
Anyways,
So I was more concentrated on that.
regardless, star-studded field this week. Every top name's going to be in here. This is like the top. This is the first big tournament of the year that everyone's going to be in. DJ Spieth, Thomas, Mickelson, Woods, everybody. So it should be a fun week when you got all these big names playing. My pick this week, I'll go first. It's going to be Tiger Woods. How do you like that? I got to pick him because I don't know if he's going to play the rest of this month. So I might as well take him now. He will probably not win, but I think he'll be top 10. I'm still going to take him.
So
All right.
So we're still not repeating. I like this. We're kind of even doing better, unless you repeat here.
Nope. I got Bubba Watson.
I knew it.
20-1.
He won here last year.
He's won here 3 times. I was going to go Bubba, but since you took Bubba,
Take Bubba.
Yeah, take Bubba.
I know. I thought about it. Oh, man. I like keeping the thing there.
I saw Adam Scott's
Nah,
like
I
30-1.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with it, dude, because I said him too. Give me Bubba.
Did your standings update, by the way?
Yeah,
Down below?
that's right.
Wow, Brandon didn't gain a lot for having an 82 in there.
Well, here, hold on. He had 11.
Wow.
82 kind of dropped him down
It
quite a
did,
bit.
but man, it didn't seem like it.
Yeah, because he was at 11. We were so separated, and then I went from like 8 down to 7. I have to hope to finish in the top 7.
I stayed right on my average. That's pretty good. My guy finished 45th.
And
my
so did-
average is
so did he.
Or Jake guy finished 28th. Brandon, you got Bubba this week, so you better hope he makes the cut and you don't go 2 for 2 on missed cuts.
And
Yeah.
as we continue this show, we're going to take a small break here. I have a conference call, and Bear has some business to tend to. So I
Got to go fix the gas leak in your bathroom.
Got to thank our sponsors, of course, Crandall's Quality Lawn Care, All Wear Clothing, Verizon, PNC, and Charlie's Dodge. And also thanks to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Twitter at Songs by Wes and Facebook at Wes Anderson Music. And we're back. I took care of my conference call. Bear took care of his business. Now we're moving on to the Alliance of American Football. What did you guys think this weekend? I didn't get to catch it, but you guys were filling me in on what was going on. What happened? I know they beat out the NBA.
They did.
In ratings.
They beat out the NBA Saturday night. The 2 games Saturday night were at the same time, and we got the San Antonio and Memphis. Did they play Memphis or no?
No, San Antonio and San Diego.
Yeah, the San Diego Fleet. That's right. And it was an okay game. It was more defensive than anything, and I think if I'm picking, San Antonio is going to be my team, just because Logan Woodside's quarterback. So I mean, it's a startup league. You can pick whoever you
What team
want.
is that? San Diego?
San Antonio.
San Antonio. What's their Commanders?
Commanders. Yep.
No,
So that's going to be
they
my
won
team.
too, right?
Yeah, they won 15-6.
And you said that Logan is a quarterback.
Yeah, Logan
Then it's my
Woodside's
team
the
too.
quarterback.
That's who I didn't know who Logan was with, so I'm good. I forgot from last week.
Yeah.
And then Orlando destroyed
Atlanta.
I mean, yeah, absolutely killed them. Orlando is coached by Spurrier. They have a pretty good. That Garrett Gilbert's pretty solid quarterback, and Jalen Marshall first ever caught the first touchdown for the entire league. So that'll be a good trivia
For
question
Orlando?
one day. Yep. So he has the first touchdown in AA.
And they won.
They won like
Oh,
44
yeah.
to 30.
Didn't they
40 or
destroy 'em?
something.
40-6.
Who'd they play?
The
Atlanta.
Atlanta, and then who's their coach?
Their coach is.
Was that the one that Childress left?
Yeah, it's. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. And then
Kevin something. Yeah.
And then Sunday, there was. I'm blanking on names. The first game
you had
was
Memphis and Birmingham,
right?
and
Trent
then-
Richardson was Birmingham. Birmingham ended up beating them.
And then
beating
you had
Memphis. Memphis looked really bad.
That's what I heard.
They looked-
And then
and that's who was the quarterback?
Mike's-
Hackenberg. That's why he looked really.
he
bad.
looked terrible.
He was
from what I heard.
really
I didn't
bad.
see any of the highlights, but from what obviously social media and highlights, he looked bad.
Yeah, and then I watched the second game just through the first half, and that was Arizona and
Salt Lake City.
and Arizona ended up winning that game. That was the highest scoring game of the weekend. It was like 44 to 30 or something like that.
I didn't even see the final score.
Yeah, that was the highest one. Every other game was pretty low. I mean, Orlando did put up 40, but the total was low. It was only 46. So, they are going to be playing each weekend, 8 teams. I thought it was great. It wasn't the best football, but it's, one, a startup league, and two, I count it as the AAA. It's like AAA baseball. If I had to,
that's exactly what they want to be,
and that's what it's going to be. And they're going to get better. I do think they will. But I thought the football was pretty good. It wasn't like bad, sloppy football. It was solid football, and it was enjoyable to watch. It's not like it was very boring, So I was impressed.
And I mean, a lot of these guys, and that's obviously with this game, with this sport, a lot of the coaching side comes out in me. That's why I kind of like the Super Bowl, and you guys hated it. But I mean, these guys haven't played.
I didn't say I hated it. Defense is fun, but it was a boring ass game.
I know. I mean, some of these guys, they haven't played in a couple years. So to get back out there, get in the rhythm, they only played one preseason game. And, I mean, Bill Polian, he started this. They have Heinz Ward. They have Troy Polamalu. Justin Tuck. They have guys on here with NFL, experience, Hall of Fame experience as well. So they're not going to beat out the NFL. That's not their goal. Their goal is to be a AAA, and it's the perfect timing. So the XFL... Yeah, be a little worried, but XFL is doing their own thing too. They got a lot of guys behind them as well. But the AAF, they had a solid debut, and I think they can keep it up. And I love football. I can watch any kind of football. But I mean, I'm excited. I like it.
See, and I think the issue with what the XFL is going to run into is that these guys are already here. Like, they're on these rosters. These would be the guys that would play in the XFL.
Yeah.
You're not going to get many more people who are going to play in the XFL, so they're going to have to find talent to play there.
Absolutely.
That's going to be, and not just garbage talent. Like, you are going to have to find other guys, and these would be the guys that would, be playing in that league pretty much.
Yeah, I did see, though, today that Dean Blandino, he's going to help out with the officiating. Either help train or, I don't know, during the season or how that goes. Because if they sign with Fox, is that who they were signed with?
XFL?
Yeah.
They're talking
because Dean Blandino's with Fox.
Well, they're talking ESPN, too.
Yeah, Dean Blandino's with Fox. He helps them out, with Mike Pereira. And he said he's going to help out the XFL. I didn't read the article, but I just saw the headline. So I don't know if that's just to training them to get ready or if that's going to help them out through if he's going to help them out throughout the season. So we'll see. Again, we're a year out for that. So,
and I thought, the coolest part of the AAF was the Sky Judge that they had. How awesome was that? You got to go in for the challenge.
Yeah.
Like you got to watch them talk it out. Like it was really.
That's what it is.
So they have a camera on them and they have their headset on and they're watching the same replays that you are and they're talking about it, like talking to the ref as the ref is talking back to them as well. And he's saying, the ref says, okay, this is what I saw, and then they're like, okay, watching the replay. Okay, ball's in possession, ball hits ground, incomplete. And this was Jalen Marshall's touchdown. Well, he caught it 2 feet down, came down at his elbow, and then as he came down on his elbow, the ball popped out, and when he rolled, it came out. So she's like, he came down, lost control, incomplete. And she saw another angle, and she goes, wait, hold on. He goes, hold on. He got 2 feet, okay, 3 feet. He fell on his elbow. He rolled. Football came out. That's a football move. She goes, that's a touchdown. That's a catch. She goes, we're going to, I think it was called a touchdown. But she was going to make it incomplete. Talked herself right back into making it stand, is what I think that it was. And it was really cool to see how they talked through that. And then there was one on Sunday where the ball was clearly dropped, and they didn't have the best angle, but you could see the football hitting the ground, like the tip of it very obviously, and they called it a catch because he goes, I don't have a great angle on it. It looks like a catch to me. So you can still see the parody in these guys' call. You're still watching it on TV like, dude, that ball hit the ground, but he's watching the same replay as you are, and another person is saying, nope, that didn't. Yeah. So it's crazy, whoever's sitting there actually watching these, and I'm sure that they'll teach that as they go through too, and get these Sky Judges better, apprehended with the game to see these better replays.
Yeah.
Why'd you look all shocked right there?
I don't know.
What's the salary for AAF?
Everyone makes $250,000. Every position, no matter what. Everybody.
A year?
Yes. Everybody.
Interesting.
$250,000.
Did not know that. Yeah, I know
They
XFL.
said that in one of the broadcast.
Yeah, that's why I
Everyone's
didn't
gonna.
catch
They
any
said
of
it
it.
doesn't matter, kick or up, making the same salary. So I think that's good. That's what they need because that's what it is. It's a
Well,
developmental league.
XFL, it's like $7,500 a game, is what that is,
Okay.
which isn't much when you're
No.
talking. If you play 10 games, it's 75 grand. It's not even close to 250. And marquee players can get up to 300 grand, is what XFL had stated back in the day. Now they're expected to have a TV deal in the first quarter. There was talk of Fox. There was talk of NBC, ABC, or not NBC. Excuse me, ABC, CBS. ABC would be like ESPN. There's another one there, and then also I had heard. I hope this doesn't happen, but they could do it on the network, which I hope not. And then also Facebook Live got brought up too.
Why would you not want it on the network?
Well, for me, yeah, it'd be nice for us, but it would be. Will he get other people to sign up for
That's
the network?
exactly it.
Maybe, but we'll see. And he'll probably have to offer it for free, the first week, which is what he would do.
Well, they do the first month right now, so it would be the
Yeah,
first
and
month.
that's what they did. I bought the tickets for SmackDown last night. That I was at the show, and they gave me 3 months of the network for free. I'm like, I already have the network. Give me something else like
Yeah, give me
$9.99. Give me three $10 T-shirts. Give me a T-shirt.
Or just take 3 months off your bill or something like that.
Right, exactly.
Because that would still be cool. At least you could still do that.
So just with AAF, so like you said, the Commanders beat the Fleet 15-6. Apollos beat the Legends 40-6. Iron, which is Birmingham, beat Memphis Express. Yep 26-0. And then the Hot Shots, who are the Hot Shots? Arizona beat the Salt Lake Stallions 38-22, which you said was a high scoring game. This week you've got Salt Lake playing Birmingham 0-1 versus 1-0. You got Arizona at Memphis 1-0 versus 0-1, and then Orlando at San Antonio. Like we just talked about, Orlando had that 40-point spot, and they're playing our new team, San Antonio.
When is that?
That is going to be on the 17th,
So Sunday.
Sunday at 4 o'clock on CBS Network.
Okay. And yeah, they do. And the NFL Network was the other one. I didn't realize
NFL
that the NFL
Network.
Network.
Yeah,
I thought it was
Arizona
just
Memphis
CBS.
game.
That was on.
That's
Kurt Warner
huge.
was doing that game.
Yeah, and the Arizona-Memphis game Saturday night at 8 is on the NFL Network. And then Sunday night game at 8, Atlanta-San Diego, is also on the network. So both 0-1 teams there. We'll see what happens. Looking forward to see what this league can do. And hopefully the XFL has something as well.
Yeah, we'll see.
But like you just said, we will see. So let's pace on over to the NFL. Kareem Hunt signing with the Cleveland Browns. Is this a conspiracy theory? And you got to listen to this. I found this hysterical. As we know, where did that video take place?
Cleveland. Well, I mean, it happened in Cleveland.
It happened in Cleveland, and the video was released. So do you think that Jimmy Haslam, this came up, Jimmy Haslam, bribed the hotel and said, release that footage so that he knew Kansas City would release him so that he could eventually sign him to the Cleveland Browns?
No. Because one, Jimmy Haslam, yes, runs the team, but Ken Dorsey makes all business decisions due to football. So.
Well, that's what it was. Did Ken Dorsey have Haslam bribe him? Yeah.
What's his
Ken
name?
Dorsey?
John Dorsey.
John Dorsey.
Ken
Sorry.
Dorsey's that quarterback for Miami.
Ken Dorsey lost to the Buckeyes because he sucked.
Damn right. Now, what happens with Duke? Chubb's not going anywhere.
I told you they're not gonna.
Well, you didn't tell. I want you to say it on the show. Damn it!
I think.
I know.
Well, hold on. I think that if Kareem gets a 6-game suspension, Duke will be gone after. They will trade him after those 6 games when Kareem comes back.
No.
You're not going to have a 3-headed monster when you have Jarvis Landry.
They're not the Lions.
Okay, listen. The Lions was a poor example to give you, but
you gave
Philly. Philly did it last year. They had 4 running backs last year. They had Jay
'Cause they were all hurt.
Ajayi. They had Small.
Hurt.
It doesn't. No,
Hurt.
They had Darren Sproles.
Hurt.
They had
Hurt.
Smallwood.
Hurt.
They had Josh Adams.
Hurt.
All 3 of them played at one point.
They were all
All
hurt at
4.
one point, too.
Ajayi was out for the year, but all 3 of them were playing.
He tore his ACL early. Sproles had a nagging injury. He was out for 4 to 6 weeks, so he wasn't in there until the end of the year.
Teams can run. I'm sorry. Teams can run 3 running backs.
They can, but when you have a quarterback like Baker Mayfield, you don't need bad quarterbacks can run that offense. Quarterbacks that want to do, but you have Baker Mayfield and you have Jarvis Landry.
Kareem Hunt's
Hey, don't forget about Callaway, man. He was also in that draft.
He keeps saying Kareem Hunt and 3-headed monster, so I can't get anything out. But go ahead.
It's going to be the Hunting Chubb show, so you're okay.
No, listen. Kareem Hunt, he's not. He'll probably get a 10-game suspension, so they're not going to be able to trade him anyways. So they'll keep him for the year, and then maybe next year they'll trade him. But no, they'll play. They'll keep him next year, and I don't think they will. I don't think they'll trade him.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. Antonio Brown formally asked for his trade. What do you think there?
Whatever.
Doesn't surprise me. It'll be interesting to see where he goes.
He's going NFC.
Maybe. He might just sit on the bench for the next 2. Pittsburgh, he requested a trade. That doesn't mean shit. All it means
he should
is
go
that
to the Browns or the Bengals.
No, they said that
Ship him to the Bengals.
They said that if they do trade him, he won't go to the AFC North or the Patriots, is what they said. That's who they will not trade him to. So, I don't think he's going to get traded. They made a point.
Dallas.
They made a point today that said he's contracted through
happen.
2021 or something like that. So, and then they can franchise tag him in 2022.
Did you see that shit about what if the Steelers franchise tag just to be dicks Le'Veon Bell?
They should.
I mean, it's
franchise tag him again.
It'll be interesting to see. But when you have him right now, you're not going to get anything for him in 2 years. So you might as well trade him now.
Did you see what they said that Brown's worth in a trade? A conditional 4th.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I mean, his deal's not even. I think
they do
his
that
deal's
because
14,
you have to take on his contract.
Right.
Yeah, his deal's like $14 million a year, 15. So I mean, it's not outrageous. It's not like these quarterbacks that are making 22 or something. But yeah, someone will.
22. That's not even the top 6.
I know.
That's middle of the road quarterback.
So right. I mean, his deal's not that bad. Someone's going to trade for him. Someone's going to give up something. I wouldn't be surprised if it's only a 4th they're asking.
Yeah. No, they're saying it's worth a conditional 4th because of the contract. So
we'll see.
Now, the big news that came out this afternoon, Shane Falco, as Brandon calls him, Joe Flacco.
He will always be Shane Falco.
So Joe Flacco, so when you hear us call him Shane, which we're going to the rest of the show, Shane Falco traded to Denver from Baltimore. What are they getting for him? Or will be traded. I don't think it's been confirmed.
I think it's a 4th pick, 4th round pick.
Okay, I didn't see what they got, so I just thought he was traded.
I know he was going to be traded. Yes.
I don't know the details. I mean, obviously, nothing can happen until March 13th when the new season starts. That's how the NFL works. So nothing can happen until March 13th. But I don't know what the details is. Like I told you guys earlier.
Don't know what the details is.
I don't know what the details is.
Sorry, details are. What I told you earlier.
He's not going to be an English teacher.
Ian Rappaport said they are going to shop Case Keenum out. So,
where's he going to
go? I don't know. I mean, career backup. What? He's not going to go. He's not going to start anywhere. Unless they ship him to Jacksonville and he'll start at Jacksonville. But
Shane Falco.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's. We're gonna. 52 minutes. That's all the show is.
I like it.
I like it too.
Oh, we had a break, so it's good.
Yeah, no kidding. So let's get into the last thing then. Favorite Daytona 500 moment all time.
Top 3? Or just all time?
We'll talk about a few. We know Dale Earnhardt's going to come up. So we might as well throw that out there. Dale Earnhardt winning his first race, 98.
I mean, I was kind of young, so I only remember highlights of that. I didn't really get to watch that.
For me, I was going to say I was on the road 2011 when Trevor Bayne won because that came out of nowhere. It was his first ever race. That was a pretty awesome moment. Austin Dillon winning last year. I wanted Bubba Wallace to win, but Dillon. It was hard to see the 3 go in without it being Earnhardt, but it was cool to see it finally get back.
Yeah, I like seeing Austin Dillon definitely get in there. Mine would have been, and it's not even that great, but I was there. I think it was 2009. I think Jimmy Johnson won in a rain-shortened race. I mean, just because I was there, I wasn't thrilled with what happened because it was rain-shortened and Jimmy Johnson won, but it was still cool. It was Daytona. Being there is just awesome in general.
Absolutely.
Obviously, I think Junior, did he win or no? He won 04?
Yes.
04, right?
Yes, 04.
Yep, that would have been up there. And then, obviously, I mean, number 1, it's not a good memory, but when Dale died, obviously, that's got to be, I mean, that's the first thing I think of when I think of Daytona. To me, I can still remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah, I
remember Darryl Waltrip. Oh, Mikey, I just hope Dale's okay.
I told you guys I cried like a baby, and you guys make fun of me for it. But
we would never.
What happened? Which one?
Dale died.
Yeah.
Oh, was that one of the best moments you're saying?
No.
I didn't say best. I just said one of the most memorable just because, I mean, that's what everyone
Well, Mikey
thinks
won,
of
which
most
was
of
the best part of that.
No. Michael Waltrip
I mean,
sucks.
But he won the race.
story-
It was cool for Daryl.
Yeah.
Mikey!
But I hope Dale's okay.
I hope Dale's okay.
But Mikey!
You guys are so bad.
Are you crying again?
I thought he was about to. You about to cry on the show? He was 49 years old.
He lived a good life.
So
Look at that mustache.
I just want to say, this is...
Okay, how about this? Hold on. Before you start this, did he have the best mustache ever? I mean, pretty
Yes.
damn close,
Probably.
right?
Now,
Yeah.
have you ever seen ex-wife's dad? If you,
Yes.
if
I
you
can see
looked
it.
at him, no, like with the glass, everything, like he looked him older. That could be it because we asked Grace when we showed like other pictures of him, with the glasses and everything else and the stash. We're like, who is that? He's like, Pawpaw. I'm like, nice. When he was younger, now he knows. He's like, hey, that's that guy that looks like Pawpaw. I'm like, well, he used to.
Ooh.
And he's like, what do you mean he used to? And I'm like, well, he's dead. He's like, what happened to him? I'm like, he hit the wall. And he's like, what kind of wall? I'm like, why did I get into this? I'm like,
Yep.
he was in one of those NASCARs. Oh, the one where they go. And I'm so mad I taught him this. He's like, in that sport where they just turn left? I'm like, yes, buddy.
True.
And but
Rude.
he does look. I told her dad. I said for Halloween one year, can you just get your Earnhardt jacket because that was his favorite driver too, and I think he was teared up like Brandon when that happened. I said get the glasses, just walk around on Halloween. You will look like a 60-year-old Dale Earnhardt. Which now, how old would Dale be now?
68.
Yeah, and
Do you think he would have raced?
now? No. I think when they went,
Dale was a crazy motherfucker, though.
yeah, he was, but I don't think he would still be
You
racing.
don't think? Not even just
I-
like a 1 or 2 every now
I
and
think
then?
he'd be like he'd be an
I mean, Dick Trickle raced, so he's like 150.
yeah, but he would have got 8 and probably been done. I think, and he would have gotten 8,
What do you have?
7, same as Jimmy, same as Richard. He wouldn't be racing now. I think he would
I
have.
don't know if he would
before
have got
the-
8 though.
8 titles. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude. That year he probably would have got that 8 title. Go back and look and see who won that. I mean, he was close the
Well,
year before.
The man won it in 2001.
Are you done?
Yeah. No, I was trying to because you gave your memorable moment. I'm trying to think of mine because I just
Oh
lost.
yeah,
it.
Dale Earnhardt.
No, but mine is obviously when the first race I ever watched, '97 Daytona 500. So that's how I became a Jeff Gordon fan. So that one, obviously '98, 2002 was was good. Just I remember it because it went to a caution, and I don't know if you guys remember, but that's when Woolbone,
Number 22
and
Caterpillar.
Sterling Marlin was in first, and he got out when they red flagged it and looked at his car, and they told him you can't get out of your car when it's a red flag.
I remember that.
And he got out of his car and he started like kicking something.
Wait, who got out?
Sterling Marlin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that was
That
I
poor
remember
guy, though,
that.
he's one of those guys that got blamed for Dale Earnhardt dying,
Yeah,
which sucks.
stupid.
It had nothing to do with it,
Yeah, absolutely nothing.
and it was terrible. And it's weird that
That
Dale.
was Steve Park.
It was weird that Dale died. Doing what?
Huh?
Said it was Steve Park.
Who?
He's the one that spun him out.
You're so terrible. I know.
No.
But Sterling Marlin is the one. Steve Park. No, wait a
No,
minute.
it
It was
was-
Sterling Marlin.
It was Kenny Schrader, and it was
I thought
Sterling
Steve
Marlin
Park was
right
there too, number 1.
Sterling
No.
Marlin was in the.
YouTube it.
Okay, let's check.
I remember
All right.
Sterling Marlin being there.
No, we will, 'cause
But I
now
don't
we are
because
now.
I always said that. I always said Sterling Marlin was the one who was there, but I thought number 1 Steve Park was there.
No.
No, it was Sterling Marlin for sure because he got death threats like crazy.
He was the one that was close, but I think it was off the draft, wasn't it? I don't think he ever touched his quarter panel, did he? I think it was from
It was
the
off the
draft
draft.
coming in the corner,
Yeah,
right?
it was
Type in Dale Earnhardt in YouTube. First thing comes up:
Jesus.
Dale Earnhardt Sr. crash that killed him.
Goodness.
Well, I guess we're going with that.
Ouch.
Oh God, it's gonna be rough. All right.
God, did they not have HD back then? He
So-
hit Steve Park. That's what it was.
No,
is
he
that
hit
Kenny,
Kenny Schrader.
Is it?
Yeah.
We got to find some better footage here, like you just said.
Goodness.
Was there HD back then?
Was there anything that was? There you go.
Here, turn it on.
No. Jesus.
Oh, we got 3 laps to go, so this is okay.
There you go. Oh wait, I want to watch
Hold
this.
on, let's just watch it.
We might as well watch it now. We have it on, so.
Gosh, I love NASCAR.
Look at Daryl. I mean, look at that though.
Oh my gosh, I love NASCAR.
I love non-HD.
I know. I feel like I'm blind.
I just got goosebumps.
Jeez. Look at that run off the corner. Junior should have taken him right there.
Look at that.
Junior should have went high. Daddy would have. There he is.
If he can survive this run, well, he doesn't.
Oh,
Dale
And
doesn't.
you know right now, he's not even, he's protecting. That's
But
all
this
he's
is
doing.
hard to watch because in a
it's hard
lap
to watch.
he's going to be dead.
Yeah.
It's still hard to watch.
And all you're doing, I mean,
He doesn't have him at all. What are you talking about? He's got to run right off the bottom. He should have. Dad's just sitting there blocking.
yeah, he's just blocking. That's all
And
he's doing.
that's what I was going to say earlier is he died doing what he never does.
Yeah,
Block.
exactly.
Don't let him run.
He
out
had
of
no
line.
intention to
Here he
pass
comes.
his son at all.
Here he comes. Bump him. Bump him, Junior.
See, Dale's down there.
Now he's in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's going to catch it right here. He's going to get right through.
God, Daryl. Oh, my God, your call sucks. He doesn't need to block anymore, too. That's the worst part. Spin him out, Dale. Spin him out.
Mikey wins the race.
God, I hope Dale's okay.
Because Ken Schrader's with him, right? Because Ken Schrader gets out of the car and in there, and he was the first one that knew Dale was dead.
Well, yeah, we all know now. As soon as he hit that
'cause
wall, as soon as he hit that wall, I mean, he was gone.
Yeah.
That's where he's like, I hope Dale's okay.
He's crying.
The big brother right there.
Oh, man.
man, it's
That's
just tough
the
to listen
worst
to.
right there. I guess he's all right.
Because
They
nobody
not have not that it would be something to watch, but they not have a camera in his car, Dale's.
No, they probably, this is probably edited.
No, they probably had it. They
They
did
do,
have,
yeah, but
they
I
did have
don't-
a camera, but
they're
they
not
took
gonna
it
show
out.
it.
Yeah, they would never show it.
Whew.
All right, so here's
Okay, hold
Look
on.
at Rusty.
So yeah, we got Sterling Marlin, we got Rusty.
Sterling Marlin.
So-
So he got blamed, and so did Schrader. He got bumped off to the side. So they blame Marlin, who's in the 40. Rusty's in the center.
I mean,
and you
Schrader
got Ken
couldn't do
Schrader.
anything. That's the problem. And Schrader can't do anything
We
where
got
he's
Mike
racing.
Skinner. We got Mike Skinner right there. We got Bill Elliott right there.
Is that Bill Elliott still?
Yep.
And it's just crazy every time you watch it.
Doesn't look that
It doesn't
bad.
look bad, but we have to
No.
remember it's 180, 190 miles an
Yeah.
hour straight into a wall.
Oh, there's Steve Park.
31st.
31st. Oh, poor Bobby Labonte down in 40th.
And he couldn't even celebrate.
Didn't matter.
So you just fast forward because
Yeah, that's like the only camera view.
yeah, that's on the camera. And it's just crazy because it doesn't look
Still,
bad.
though, doesn't.
That wasn't even the worst wreck of the race because Tony Stewart. This is the race
Yeah,
that Tony was
yeah.
flipping over and over and over in the 20. Yeah, see, that's where Marlin hit him. That's why Marlin got the death threats. Yeah, it was absolutely insane to see that. So for those, we're watching on YouTube, Dale Earnhardt Sr. Fatal Crash in parentheses live with replays. If you're a NASCAR fan like all of us are, and we're all Earnhardt fans, it's still hard to watch. I mean, I haven't watched it in a while. They show it every year. Obviously they do Dale Earnhardt stuff. There's Kenny Schrader.
This is where he.
You can see he's choked.
Yeah.
See, he dodged it because he didn't want to. He knows. He just wants to get the hell out of there.
Probably going to the hospital. Go tell Teresa.
So I'd hate to bring it up, but
It had to be the steering wheel.
it had to be the steering wheel, But as we talk about Brandon, our close friend passed away in a car accident, and that was blunt force trauma. Same shit.
Yeah,
So,
it's just, that's why NASCAR's, I don't want to say it is so much safer now, but, stuff always happen, stuff can happen. But back then, they didn't have no Hans device.
They didn't have the Hans device. No, they
Your
had
head
to-
was-
That's what
yeah.
started it.
They didn't
Your
have
head-
that. They didn't have
yeah.
the full helmet because Dale
Your
would
head
race
wasn't
with the
secured.
goggles.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Just like
So,
a bicycle helmet.
They,
pretty
I
much.
mean, I don't want to get too graphic or anything, but yeah, I mean, he hit the steering wheel and then his head just
seatbelt snapped, all that shit.
Yeah, so very unfortunate. Don't want to put a damper on our podcast show here today, but any other memorable moments?
No, like I said, when I was there, I mean, it's memorable enough just to be at Daytona.
Oh yeah,
Just in general.
We went there for spring break.
Yeah, we went there in 2005. Again, I'm sorry, I'm a Jeff Gordon fan. He won in 2005. I was able to see his car. That was one of the.
That was good. No,
It was
that was
awesome,
sweet.
and you actually
We have
saw
pictures somewhere.
like the rubber of and everything, like the car, the graffiti still stuck on the
Yeah,
car.
it's when you go
It's
the next
awesome.
day. That's
Yeah,
really cool.
it's-
The
it's pretty
champagne
cool.
from holding
And
it all.
they keep it there for the entire year.
Yeah.
That was a fun thing for for us to do. We had a good time in Daytona. We had pictures in Victory Lane. We did that whole thing.
They already had Dale Earnhardt's statue there, so you got to see it right.
Yep.
I got a picture of that.
Brandon got one of his nicknames while we were down there because no
I
matter
did.
where we went.
And I regret that so much now because I
Now you love everything.
Yeah,
it's insane. Everywhere we'd go, barbecue place, seafood place, bubblegum shrimp, everything. I'll have it. I'll have the American cheeseburger.
Yeah, I'm so depressed now because
I'll get the Dover double.
we went to some nice
Could have got the
restaurants.
Talladega trip
Yeah,
down.
we went to some nice restaurants. Oh, can I have a hamburger?
Can I have a hamburger with
It's like,
cheese?
damn, man.
Hey, you know what they call a quarter pounder in France?
Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese. What do they call a Whopper?
Whopper.
I don't know. I didn't go to Burger King.
All right. So thanks to Wes Anderson, Moments of Time. Check him out on Twitter at Songs by Wes and Facebook at Wes Anderson Music. Thank you to All Wear Clothing, Crandall Quality Lawn Care, who does not help in Knoxville, Tennessee, PNC, Verizon, and, of course, Charlie's Dodge. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Goodbye.
I could go for a double cheeseburger right now.